Hi everyone. It has been said that sometime during a person's life, everyone will at least once turn to God or religion. This often happens at a time of bereavement or even when enjoying great success. It can also be when experiencing failure, when a desperate cry for help is expressed towards God. My name is James Singh and I am a part of City Church of Bradley Stoke and I work as a nurse in the NHS. I was thinking of something to encourage you guys, and I thought something that would be quite powerful would be to share my testimony. I was born in Bristol and grew up with my parents, two older brothers and two younger sisters. I was raised as a Sikh, and quite naturally I believed in the same things as my parents. We lived in a small house which was situated opposite Abingdon Church in Fishponds. In addition to attending our Sikh temple, I would often go to the Sunday school in the church. So I grew up learning many Bible stories and about who Jesus was and what he meant to so many people. In addition to the Sunday school, I attended a youth group during the week where I found many young Christians who were mostly my age. I always thought that only old people went to church and spoke about believing in Jesus. As I continued to enjoy the youth group, I discovered much to my amazement that some were experiencing the same sort of problems at school as myself, things like stress during exams, bullying, peer pressure. And I couldn't help but notice how they appeared to be dealing with these real life issues better than I was. Because of this, it caused me to start thinking about such things as, would I like my prayers to be answered? Where will I be going when I die? How can I have a personal relationship with God? Eventually, on June the 13th, 1999, at 10:30 p.m., I made the decision to become a Christian. As I prayed, I asked God to forgive for the wrong things I had done. I've heard many people say that God is all about rules and regulations, but I found that since becoming a Christian, I now enjoy a freedom I never would have had thought possible. To know God personally is simply awesome. I've had his guidance in my life. I've had direction in my life. I've had, especially in my career and where I should live. And of course, I get a place in heaven when I die. But it's not all been plain sailing. Much to my parents' disgrace, as in their mind, I was changing religions. And that was the worst thing I could have ever done. After countless arguments with my older brothers, with their attempt to disprove the Bible, my only counter argument was that Jesus died for me and he rose again and he wants a friendship with me and I want one with him. Having thought about it, I think maybe that's the only argument I ever need. But anyway, I decided to move out in my A-level days, and because it became so tense at home. I lived at home for 17 years. I'd been a Christian for only 7 days back then. So I pretty much gave God an ultimatum. God, if my parents don't accept me, I think I'm going to have to give up this friendship with you. But God showed up. My prayers were answered. My dad's heart was softened. He gave me a call and said, "Come home, son. We will just accept who you are and what you want to do." And that was an amazing answer to prayer. And it's not stopped there. My family now asks me for prayer and Christian guidance. They've supported me getting baptized. They've supported me getting married to a Christian woman rather than a non-Christian woman. I still pray for salvation, as I'm the only Christian in my family. I still pray for salvation amongst my brothers and sisters and my dad as well. And back to what I've said at the beginning, that everyone turns to God at least once in his or her life. And perhaps this is the moment for you. Perhaps you've been thinking about becoming a Christian. Perhaps you've been thinking, gosh, I thought Christianity was all about following rules and following regulations and don't do that and don't do this. I would just want to encourage you to just give Jesus a chance. whatever your situation might be, I needed Jesus. I believe you to do as well. Given that lockdown is sort of continuing in a lighter format, this is the time to be able to talk to God, listen to what he's got to say. Maybe turn to his instruction manual for life and say, God, what is it you want to say to me? And that might be just by opening up his word, by opening up your mouth and just having a chat with him. Anyway, that's enough from me, and I do really hope that we get to see each other soon. Thanks and bye.